Hey everyone, this is Sarah and Jimmy
Hey.
from Instant Anime, Just Add Music, and we just want to take a little minute before our episode just to say some things.
So we, if you didn't know, live in America, where there has been for hundreds of years a systemic problem of white people ruining the lives and killing black people and people of color. And just in general, there being a huge systemic problem of
It's systematic racism. It's
class,
built into
race.
It's how everything was kind of founded,
Yes.
honestly.
Sarah got a sociology degree.
I did. So I've studied this a little bit.
You did a lot of more research than I have done on this, but I've read some of the books that you have brought through your studies.
We've shared.
And we are anti-racist.
Yes.
It's a horrible, sickening, just disease that has been in this country forever.
Yeah.
It's the roots of this country. All the presidents were slave owners because they were white and they thought it was their right to do so. So there's been a lot of, that's the thing is it's always been happening.
It has. It's
not more than lately. It's just with the internet and everything, you hear about it more. So we hope it stops happening. We want there to be a huge police reform, defunding, abolishment of the police.
reallocate those resources elsewhere to make it better serve the community and not put people of color at risk.
I think a very good show that we watched that is very current on this situation was Wyatt Cenac's Problem Areas.
Agreed. It's an excellent
His season
place
1
to
on
start.
policing is phenomenal. It is so scary that it came out
Exactly.
3 years ago.
Yeah, because it feels so relevant.
Because we watched
to
it
still.
then and we're like, shit's fucked up. And then we decided to rewatch it and season 2 on schooling, which was,
Yeah.
again, very
It's
good.
very related too.
But shit, man, it's a bad time. So we just wanted to say something about it, and we're not just trying to go on business as usual.
No, but we also understand that between everything going on with the risk of illness and the violence that's happening, we want to also be a bright spot, if at all possible. If at all possible.
For the three who listen.
This is, I think, therapeutic for Jimmy and I, and as well. This is something we enjoy doing. I think it helps us stretch our creative legs, and it's as much for us as hopefully it is for you. But just to really, sum it up, Black Lives Matter, and
100%.
everyone matters. Everyone should be equal, but they're not, and that is why right now we are saying Black Lives Matter.
Yep. If anyone follows the Twitter, we've been using that space to just amplify Black voices in the anime community and the podcasting community.
It's on brand, but there's a way you can give that's not directly related so much and just boost people in the community that need it. And that's what we're trying to share.
Yeah. For us, it's, we still have full-time jobs and it's hard to go out and do those things. And so we understand, and we've tried to give in other areas in that way. And again, we have such a small following that at least trying to connect with other Black creators in the podcasting or even smaller niche of anime podcasting, it's been good to reach out to people like that and just, try and let their voices be heard more. And I'm trying to kind of go through all of the podcasts that I recently found out about because there's a really cool website now. I think it's just like Black Anime Podcast or something like that. I'll link it in the podcast description where
Sounds
it's
good.
a website devoted to just a list amplifying those people who have been doing it for years, months, new podcasts, old podcasts. It's people who just, are like you and me, and they talk about what they like to talk about.
Exactly.
And ours is tangentially an anime podcast. We are fans of anime, and so I'm trying to listen through those and I'll give reviews as I can, because
Yeah, definitely.
that's something that we always encourage you to do for us, but I'm trying to do it for other people because it's the least we can do in these extremely, like,
difficult times.
yeah, it's not, that's the thing, is that we have the privilege for it to not be as difficult for us.
Yes.
And we acknowledge that and hope that we can just make privilege for everyone equal.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, is everyone should be treated equally. And it doesn't sound radical, but for some reason it is met with so much
vitriol, hate.
I don't know why you would think another human is any different from you because of the way they look or what they believe in or who they happen to love. They're all humans.
The thing that stood out to me, just the one image was like, I don't know how to tell you, like, that you should care for other people.
Yeah, I saw that.
That fucked me up, because I was like, that is what
That's what it is.
Been like hit a wall with, is I'm just like, I don't know what these people, like, obviously it has been taught to them over time. Racism is learned.
Absolutely, and it starts coming from the sociology background. It starts at such a young age.
Yeah.
It starts with toys. It starts with just things on TV. It starts with absolutely everything. Representation matters. That's why we try to say, whoever you want in these, it's a podcast. Picture it in your head. Whatever person you see in these roles, they should be there.
If it's you, if it's someone you know, exactly.
If it's someone like you that's, older and has their shit together, which is always, I think, a lot of people's dreams, mine included.
Yeah. And
like,
in our minds,
matters.
That's the thing, is it doesn't matter what we're picturing as these people. I generally don't even have a image of the main characters when I'm thinking of them. I just have
their characteristics and what they're doing.
Magical girl, you know? It doesn't... That's I think the simplicity of our podcast is just...
It's what we can do with the space that we currently occupy. We can amplify others. We can admit that, yes, we absolutely have benefited from white privilege. And it's not great, but it's how it's been, and we're doing what we can to bring up others.
Yeah.
And level that field.
And we don't have, tens of thousands of followers to actively influence, but we have you.
Yeah.
You, the listener, right now, if you didn't hit pause and do something else, you're here, and we appreciate you listening to us.
We do.
And we hope that you take what we've said to heart and maybe try and pass it on. Donate if you can to any specific... And that's another thing, is try to go local. It starts
absolutely.
Small. I personally don't think that the change.org petitions are doing anything. I don't think that's an active platform for the government to...
I recently saw something online that even if you send an email to a representative, if it's a Form 1, they can filter it out because they have that wording, and then they treat it kind of like a petition. Yeah. And then it doesn't have the impact. Yeah.
So I think there's a ton of people in these places of power that should not be there, and they're not looking on Twitter. They're not looking at these change.org petitions. They are not paid to do that. They're paid to be systemically racist.
To uphold the interests of those that are supporting them, which...
Monetarily.
Exactly, because of how society is set up. Not just in the U.S., but in particularly the U.S., we have more money in the hands of people that aren't of color.
That are shitty. Yeah. So yeah, we can't do much.
No, and it's hard to talk about. Absolutely,
it's extremely hard to talk about, but it is necessary. It needs to be,
and we're doing our best to do what we can. Mm-hmm. And we encourage you to do the same.
Totally. With that,
thanks for letting us
speak
our piece, and we will get on with the regular episode now. But just know where we stand.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can all have some fun in this.
We've got some anime for you today.
Yes, we do.
And that's what we do.
It's what we do.
Theme song?
Theme song. our song today is Teardrop by Sunny Hill.
Yeah.
Jimmy and I listened to the song and took 5 minutes and said, if this were the intro to an anime, what anime would this be? So we took our own 5 minutes, wrote it down, that's what makes it instant, and now we are going to share our ideas together to make a mega anime for some fun. And
Generally.
hopefully, after we combine them, we come up with a title, maybe cast some people if it's really...
The mood strikes us.
Yeah, it's hit or miss on that one, but if it happens, it happens.
It's usually Lee Pace.
It's often Lee Pace, yeah.
I've been wanting to put John Boyega in, like, everything.
Well, this is news to me.
It's happened.
Oh, good.
I've been slipping him in.
Oh, good. I hadn't noticed.
He's done with Star Wars, man.
That's true. We got to fill his time somehow.
Yeah.
But, yeah, again, Teardrop by Sunny Hill. Maybe you want to pause, listen to the song now. Maybe you already listened to it. Maybe you don't ever. But you should, because this is like...
The song's wild.
Country? K-pop?
K-folk.
K-folk. There we go. Is that actually a thing? Do we know?
Don't know.
Should be.
It's a fun-ass song, though.
It's really nice. I generally, not a fan of, like, country kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into this, though.
It's
much more folksy.
It's got a very subdued, twangy vibe to it. Mm-hmm. And we don't know what the lyrics are saying, so could be about pickup trucks and
dogs running away. And what's that joke? You play a song in reverse, and your dog comes back, and your wife doesn't leave you, and all that.
Yeah, and your truck don't break down or something like that.
That darn truck.
Yeah, it could be about that.
It could. It sounds kind of sad, and then with it being called Teardrop, probably.
But it has like a uplifting thing to it.
It doesn't sound like a country ballad. Is that a thing? You know what I'm talking about?
There's
though, like
a ballad.
A sad
There's
country
gotta
song.
be. Yeah.
It doesn't sound like that.
No.
It's
upbeat.
It's fun.
It's called Teardrop.
Yeah.
But yeah, we listened to it. We did things. Mm-hmm. We'll share our ideas.
Yeah, I'll get us going. This first line here was like my first thought, and I'm so proud of myself.
Okay.
So prepare your brain to picture this.
For the best part of your entire 5 minutes.
It just sets the whole tone.
Okay.
This would be if Harvest Moon and Culture Club's Karma Chameleon music video, if those two things were an anime together.
Chameleon?
Yeah, Karma Chameleon.
I don't think I've seen that music video.
All right. Well, for
describe it for me.
You that haven't and anyone else listening who hasn't, it's dressed colorfully, dancing on a steamboat, like a river steamboat.
Oh, okay.
Red, gold, and green, my friend.
So
Red,
Harvest
gold, and
Moon
green.
plus Steamboat Willie?
Yeah,
Okay.
but Culture Club's Karma Chameleon.
Got it. Culture
So-
Club is the band? Mm-hmm. Got it.
Yeah. I couldn't remember. I actually did search that. I'm not gonna lie. I was
Oh,
like,
that's what
who
you
does
looked up.
that? Yeah. I was like, sorry, Jimmy. I have to look up one thing. Because I was like, I know it's Karma
I
Chameleon.
wouldn't have known.
Dang. I could have said anybody. No, I'm
That's a
kidding.
one-hit wonder if I've ever heard of.
Oh, you've not heard of Culture Club otherwise? I honestly don't know how many hits
The
they have.
CC? You're not in with the. You're not hip with
You're not
the CC.
in the club?
Yeah,
Anyway,
no. You didn't CC me on that email.
I'm so sorry. We'll check it out later.
I'm out the club.
Oh, no. No, the first part of the song, I was like, oh, it's a steamboat. Of course.
That's fun.
And then it went in a little less spicy direction because I was like, ooh, I'm getting like Cajun kind of.
Okay,
Getting
okay.
kind of hungry. Maybe
bayou.
get some beignets
Get some po' boys.
going. Yeah. But it veered toward Harvest Moon. So
Okay,
it's
gotcha.
a mixture.
You farmed it.
Yep.
Hit
But here we go. A vaudeville steamboat travels around entertaining communities that live on the water. The young rising star of the traveling troupe catches the eye of a farmer during one particular performance. The attraction is mutual, and the two spend as much time together as possible before the performer has to move on. In their time together, the performer realizes their dream was not necessarily to become famous, but to create a network, roots, and a family, something that they didn't have much of growing up on the road. Can they give up the life of performing to settle down and drop their walls to let the other people in? I also think that there should be some magic. Just some like light magic.
That's fair.
Magics, maybe.
Yeah.
Throw that in the mix.
Cool.
So that's my idea.
Ours might combine really well again.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know how like both of ours were space last time?
Mm-hmm.
Now both of ours are like farmy, magic-y.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
I like your idea though. It's very fun.
Thank you.
I'm visualizing it. It's very old-timey.
Yeah, it's little bit
Yeah.
little oh shoot, what's the musical called with the steamboat? Doesn't matter.
Clam bake?
It's probably called like Steamboat something. This is embarrassing.
I don't know musicals. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's not my bag.
It's something Steamboat, I swear.
Steamboat? Speedboat.
Anyhow, yeah, a little bit back in time, but there's magic, so it can be a little wishy-washy on that.
Yep. I like
And
the
it doesn't
magic.
have to be the Mississippi. It can be any old river.
Nihon Japanese river. Cool. Well, I like yours. I'll share mine now.
Please.
It is as follows. A farm well known for its teardrop-shaped watermelons has fallen on hard times.
Oh.
You know how you can like put a watermelon in a box and
yeah,
it'll, like,
get
do
the square
shape.
watermelon.
So they do one where it's like teardrop.
Did you know it was called Teardrop then?
I heard teardrop in the song.
Ah. That'll get it.
It seems people just don't want novelty-shaped watermelons anymore. What world do they currently find themselves in where they have to grow stupid round watermelons instead of fun shapes? Lo and behold, on a sad night selling off some regular round watermelons, the owners cry a few tears on their failing crops. Now they wake up to a giant teardrop watermelon that grew overnight. All the crops sold the previous day also turn into fun shapes in the people's homes. Magic. And suddenly, people want to have fun shapes again. They don't know why they ever thought the novelty would wear off. Were they brainwashed or something less nefarious? Who could say? The novelty-shaped melon business is booming. Again, no reason to question divine intervention.
Nice.
And that's mine.
That's cute.
It's just very farmy.
As soon as you said, like, cried tears onto it, I was like, oh, it's Steven Universe.
Yeah, a little.
It's Melon Steven.
I almost was like, and they come alive, but
And they're
I
adorable.
could not do that to my idea. It's just too Steven Universe. I couldn't do it.
We could all use a little bit more Steven in our lives,
That's true. But yeah, mine is magic-y and farmy, and it's got a tinge of sadness where they're like, oh no, our business, but then happy.
Yeah. I don't know why when you started saying fun shapes, I started picturing like emojis in my head. And I was like, wait a minute, they'd all the faces would be round.
Well, yeah, but there's other emoji shapes.
It's true.
Yeah.
It'd be like a star.
Heart-shaped star. Ooh, like the star lamp in
No, that's what I was thinking.
New Horizons?
Like a 3D prism type.
That's the thing, is
star thing.
I was also picturing not just teardrop shapes, but they're like famous for the
That's what
teardrop
started
shaped
it.
watermelon.
Yeah.
Because it's like in my mind, the teardrop, it's nearly watermelon shaped, but you can like cut off the cone of the teardrop and it's like a perfect perfect ice cream
Yeah,
built-in cone of watermelon.
I getcha.
Yeah.
No,
So it's
that
like a
makes
fun
sense.
instant party kind of thing.
Instant party.
Or you like flip it over and shave it out and then you do the whole like watermelon vodka thing.
It'd be really easy to drink out of.
Exactly.
It's shaped that way.
Yeah.
Just
Stick a straw in there.
yeah, it's made for it.
So yeah, I thought I'd have a little fun with it.
Cool. Novelty melons. Do they do other novelty things?
I think it's all I think I said melons at some point, not just watermelons.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like, honeydews. Oh, I think mostly the round melony fruits.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what else. I mean, I assume you can just about shape anything as it's growing.
Yeah, I think there's like square apples somewhere.
I feel like,
Maybe it's just a fruit farm.
and you could have seasonal things like fun-shaped pumpkins in the fall.
Yeah, I think it's a fruit farm. That makes sense.
It's just
I think the main thing influencing this idea was Steven Universe
that's
Watermelon
understandable.
Boy.
That's very understandable. Plus, it's summery.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want a watermelon in the summer?
I thought of Steven Universe. I thought of the square Japanese watermelons that are so funny. Mm-hmm. And then that was like it. And so I think fruit could be expanded with your idea.
Yeah.
How do you want to combine fruit magic
And
with
Karma Chameleon.
Karma Chameleon? Steamboat Karma Chameleon.
I mean, obviously the easiest way is to just put your farm in my idea.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Is that too simple?
I think I had the setting and you had the story in this instance.
Whoa, that never happens.
Right?
I never have a story.
You do, though.
I'm so proud.
You have more of a story than mine. Mine was like, Deus Ex Machina, they're okay. Yeah. So I think Fruit Farm and the traveling minstrel person, and then
budding friendship / romance.
Friendship romance.
When I said started a family, that I didn't necessarily mean like get married, have 2 kids, but
No,
like
I didn't.
have that like network.
I don't ever think that.
Choose your family.
It's 2020.
The framly.
The family.
The framly. That recently came up, and
Oh man.
I swear it was for a phone plan. It was used.
Like friend family, it's gotta be.
It was like not that I'm gonna say any actual names, but I think there was a pink thing, and maybe a red thing. Anyway,
yeah.
Doesn't really matter, but
Friend
I
family.
swear
That's
it was like
that's the only thing I picture now. Like it's so easy to be like, oh, a nuclear family, 2 kids and a dog. Blah, blah.
bark bark.
But I am more than not being like my friends who I want to speak with and visit and miss somewhat more than
necessarily those you're related to.
Yes, not on all occasions, but you know when
it's your chosen
I
family.
see them more often, it does feel like it's a newfound family.
Yeah, for sure.
Even if we're not related, feels good.
Your family.
Frams.
The Frams.
The Fram.
What up, Fram? That's terrible.
It's real bad.
It's really bad. But I just wanted to, because I feel like the traditional, like, start a family means you're popping out babies, and I didn't necessarily mean that. So just going to clarify that really fast. Yeah, because it's so easy.
Pew, 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 pew.
We don't need to talk about fertility
Rapid
today.
Fire. Yeah, I think I like... Is the farm sort of magical?
Yeah, absolutely.
In terms of fruit shapes?
I was thinking even the, like, steamboat and some of that they're doing for the performance is, like, a little magical.
I gotcha. So they're both magical.
In fact, dun dun dun, I've had an idea. I don't know why I did dun dun dun. That sounds bad.
It does.
Da 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 da. I've had an idea.
Ah.
So maybe the performer, because I wasn't sure if it was like dancing, singing, like swallowing, so very like circusy things I was thinking of. Yeah, swallowing lit swords.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
no animal cruelty either.
No, we don't need that. Unless it's magical and all an illusion.
Or they're robots, like in that episode of Sailor Moon.
Yep. Aw. We have been watching Sailor Moon. We ran out of Steven Universe.
Yes.
And we've switched to Sailor Moon.
Yes. We ran out of Steven Universe, the movie, and Steven Universe Future.
Yeah. We zipped through it. And there are a lot of similarities. Surprise, surprise. But some of the messages are vastly different.
Oh, it's so dated.
Ooh. There's some, like, non-body positivity.
I think the English dub is especially bad.
Yeah, probably.
But,
because the translation, they probably...
It's kind of... Yeah, it's like,
You want to be skinny and fit. Oh, no, I've gained weight. They've referenced, like, 14-year-old girls' weight way too often.
It's pretty bad
and
in that regard.
There were times where I was like, why didn't the nice cat say that she needed to be, like, healthy and not just skinny for the guy?
That was
like,
not
it was just
accurate at that time.
No, but this is what Steven does to you.
Yeah, you see the benefits of that show.
Of a positive thing that's supporting the right sort of message for everyone.
So we recommend watching Steven Universe.
Yep, and then...
Sailor Moon...
is enjoyable, but, like...
You gotta take it with a...
You can't just accept everything
like an era lens, where you're like...
definitely.
It is of its time.
I will never hold that against it.
I want to watch all of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
we're doing that.
It's like... It's great.
It's very enjoyable.
But there's a new... like reboot, I think, that they did.
Oh.
That's also on Hulu, whatever we're watching it on. And I think it's within the last 4 or 5 years. So I wonder how it's shifted. Because the art style's different. It looks more kind of churned out.
Yeah.
And I wonder if the message has been updated.
That'd be nice.
I'd hope so.
Because I feel like they did that with, like, the Powerpuff Girls. When they brought it back,
Yeah.
I feel like they kind of changed.
I don't know. The old Powerpuff Girls was just like kick ass.
That's true.
Take no shit.
That's true.
You want to fuck around.
Or what was the She-Ra? Is that the one?
She-Ra, yeah.
Because I've heard great things about that
Yeah,
one.
I have not watched that one.
I haven't. I mean, we haven't watched it
Heard
together.
good things.
So I would assume we hadn't watched it separately.
Yeah.
But
I think Lolly Rock was not good. I don't think it was really positive or negative. It was just kind of bland and stupid.
We needn't talk about Lolly Rock. That was...
I'm just saying, there's a lot of magical girls.
Yep.
Japanese or otherwise.
Yeah, Lolly Rock's French.
Yeah. It exists.
It does.
But we're going OG.
Yeah.
Pre-Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Which we thought
looked it up.
the OG magical girls were the Mighty Morphin Power, MMPR.
And then what else did we look up? That, like, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Pokemon versus Yu-Gi-Oh! Were like the same year
they
in
both
Japan.
came out. It's like, wait,
But
what?
I think they like were faster getting the games and English anime out to American audiences for Pokemon, and so Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like, we fucked up. So what world do you think we'd live in if Yu-Gi-Oh! Was
Oof.
the main...
We would not have Let's Go Pikachu.
That's the thing. I don't think they ever made a Yu-Gi-Oh! RPG either. Like,
There are no games other than
there
the
are
card ones.
the card games. I don't think
There
there
are
are
video games,
Yeah,
I
I
should
don't think
say.
they're ever like run around as Yugi and save your grandpa from dying or something. I don't know. Another funny thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! The new PS5. Somebody put Seto Kaiba, the like main villain of the first season, on it, and he has like a popped collar, like white jacket, and it is him. So that's also funny.
Okay, that's pretty great.
So yeah, the internet still moves on.
It does.
Yes,
Cool.
it's still chugging out shitty memes every day.
I mean, someone's got to do it.
They don't.
I
But
guess.
they
I
still
guess.
do. They still do.
But back to the magic. Yeah, maybe the performer, again, don't know what kind of performer, they have the ability to make
Vague performance.
more shapes than the farmer already has. Like the farmer can do like a teardrop and maybe like,
Simpler shapes.
yeah. And then
They
nothing
unlock
with
the
like
capabilities of the
crisp angles.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then this person comes along and is like, oh, well, this is really cool what you're doing. Have you ever tried doing this shape? And they're like, whoa, wait, you can do that? I can't
Yeah.
make those shapes.
prickly pear shaped.
Are they actually prickly? I've only ever seen like the juice of them.
I think they're just kind of like pokey.
Okay.
They're not like cactus prickly.
Okay.
I could be wrong though. That could have been shaved. You know, I think I've had it.
I have not. This is beyond me.
It's like dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit.
It's kind of like right.
Yeah, it's kind of pokey.
Star fruit. It's kind of right.
That one's just shaped.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it
no,
actually
you're
has
right.
any like bits.
But maybe it does if it's
Pineapple.
not
that
prepared.
one's kind of pokey.
That's true. That was pretty.
That was pretty pokey.
Pretty pokey.
Pretty pokey. Yeah, pineapple. But anyhow,
Yeah.
they have the experience of the traveling, the
I like that.
steamboat, the stars, all that they've seen.
The sights, the sounds that
Exactly.
they translate to these
They
shapes.
can bring that to the novelty farm where people, they liked teardrops, that's fine. But they've seen them, and once you get one, it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That was nice. I'm gonna drink my vodka out of it. Fun. But then, oh, this one's a fun star shape. Everyone gets their own like piece of star, each
Personalized,
pointy
yeah.
little like Oh, they could do personalized like letter balloons.
That's the thing. I think they don't
That's
know
too
they're
Pinteresty,
they don't
but-
know they're magical, so they don't know how they're doing it. But it kind of just happens, you know.
Oh, okay. I was thinking everyone's like a little magical, so it's not out of the ordinary.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Like they don't know why it is.
They're just like, hey, let's make this shape, and
They
then
just-
they just like,
They just
Point
are
at it.
innately aware of being able to change the shapes of fruit
okay.
because they were able to do something else subtly magical in their performance.
Maybe they were like a contortionist, and they could shape themselves, so
Yeah.
they could shape other things.
Yeah, very flexible.
Like any shape they could make with their body, they could like translate to the melon.
They're very good at that.
Is that weird?
They're very good at that like Tetris game where you stand and the wall comes at you.
Yes. So enjoyable.
Yes. I think that's good.
I mean, that might be kind of weird.
I think not contortionist, but like trapeze, very athletic.
kind of an aerial sort of.
Something like that, right?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. So there are some sort of physical performer, and their ability to move helps them shape things.
Like there's like if they were a D&D class, they'd be like a monk where they're like they've trained and owned their inner chi power.
All right.
And it gives them these extra skills. Monks are really cool in D&D.
That's cool to know. Having not played D&D really.
Yeah.
I'm happy to have this knowledge.
They're like, once you hit like super levels, like higher levels, they don't need to eat anymore. They just are like self-sustained.
Oh, they're like the oxygenarian or whatever?
I think that's bullshit.
That's like a... dang it. There's a funny name for people that claim that they just need like air to live off of.
Dead people?
No.
Are they dead?
Because they were caught getting like McDonald's at 3 a.m. once. It was this one couple.
Oh, those dicks.
It's like, what's the name? Because I'm thinking of like...
Liars? Just flat out soothsayers?
It's a little bit catchier than that. It's
Darn.
like breatharians or something. Don't remember.
That sounds right.
But oxygenarian. I'm
yeah,
thinking
but
of
it's
like
that, but
old
it's
people.
real in the game.
Anyhow,
You
sorry.
don't have to eat.
You don't
can
need
give,
McDonald's.
You can give your rations to someone else, and there's like a thing. It's great. It like you have innate like feather fall at something where you just like wherever you fall, you're like, nope, I'm good.
Okay, well,
it's wild.
Our performer is now definitely OP.
Yeah,
definitely
too high level. That's why they want to settle down.
It's too much. It's too much. But I imagine not that they're in like an abusive situation in this circus guild kind of situation. This vaudeville
it's
thing.
just they're like done with it.
They're so talented that they've been forced to do it since they were young, and that's it's like the only thing they know.
Talent. Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, people are great because they think I'm great and they cheer me on, but no one's ever, hence the like walls thing. It's like no one's ever really cared to get to know them because they were just such a good performer. And it's like, oh, well, you bring us lots of money. Like, come along, join the steamboat.
Mm-hmm.
And it was never for them necessarily.
Yeah.
But
and it's like the problem with the steamboat on this river or whatever is it's confined to that one area. Mm-hmm. You can go up and down the river as many times as you want, but once you've done it, you're not taking a steamboat on the open ocean.
Probably not a good idea.
So
there can be smaller rivers, I don't know, but it is somewhat
it's
limited.
kind of it's a limited mode of transport that they kind of are sick of, I guess.
It kind of also reminds me of Spirited Away. The boats they took across the water to get to the boathouse.
Bathhouse?
The bathhouse.
Yeah. Kinda.
As she's like, there's water here.
Do you think just them meeting then the farmer's already a farmer?
Yeah, farmer
and
is
they just
established.
have now stopped at this place where the farmer is?
In mine, they said that they like met at a performance, so maybe the farmer was selling their watermelons, like tiny personal-sized teardrop watermelons.
Other fruits too, seasonal
that they
fruits.
could like shave the rounded end of, and then you held the tiny end, and then it's like a popsicle, like you said.
So good,
doesn't it? Sounds fun.
Yeah.
You're contemplating how this is possible.
Yeah, like they
how do we
have
grow
some
this?
freezer sort of thing. You get it.
Well, actually, I learned from anime, I think, and also saw it in Terrace House, where they put the watermelon in the cold water of, like, the river.
Oh.
To, like, get it cold to eat.
Sure.
Which, Terrace House. But anyhow, that is that's a different
There's
day.
There's a lot.
I love Terrace House, but I'm so sad.
There's a lot to unpack everywhere.
So sad. Anyhow, we don't need to go into it, but I did see it in the show, and I've seen it in like anime and stuff.
Do they salt the watermelon? Is that a thing?
Yeah, some people do that. Also, apparently, like chili powder and like
I've
lime,
seen that too. Yeah.
Which now I want to try that.
Yeah.
Because I saw one that was like watermelon French fries, quote unquote. They were cut into fry shapes, not like fried or anything. But then it had like a cilantro,
kind of like banana fries, or
dipping
sauce,
like and so it had like a spicy.
Dude, I'm into that.
Anyhow, we'll have to try it.
I like regular watermelon, and I think that's what I've been like. This is good though.
I like watermelon, but it's kind of like a natural shaved ice, is what I'm saying.
That makes
maybe
sense. Yeah.
Selling that at the performance, outside.
Plus, it's like an altered history. They can have
do whatever they want.
Weird technologies that are.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea of maybe it being in the river. That
That's
sounds
also
fun. But anyhow.
But also sort of unsanitary. But
it's whole in the river. And then you take it out and like cut it up.
I got it.
You with me now?
It's not like already cut and they shove it in the water.
Nope. It's just
I like pictured it as the snow cone in the water. And
like what you get at like Kroger, just a cut chunk in a little plastic thing. Yeah.
With river water in it. I'm like, I don't know about this.
Yeah, sorry. No, they're
Some leeches
whole.
in here.
Oh no. I thought it was some sort of pepper. Nope. Don't eat that, kids. No, it's whole, and then it's. So I'm imagining that
I got
teardrop.
It. No, I
you grab it like a handle or like a.
I think we're done with this.
Drumstick. Anyhow, they could be selling that at the performance outside of it, as like a snack to go on board and watch the show, and then the performer either sees them and says, "Oh my gosh, I have not had a watermelon in so long. That's so cool. Look at that shape." And like goes and they meet, something like that. Yeah. Anyhow.
Cool.
That was like 15 minutes longer than it needed to be, sorry.
For a watermelon based.
Well.
Look, we're world building here.
Hey, see, I didn't realize that you weren't thinking that it wasn't whole and you were thinking cubes, so.
We were on a different wavelength.
Yeah, someone at home could have also been confused.
But we synced back up.
We're good.
We're good. Are you good with this idea? I feel like it's slice of life. I get it because it's like a slice of watermelon.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's tragedy or events of
I just had
big...
not growing up with a family.
Yeah.
That was my big thing.
Tragedy within the backstories within stuff that, maybe... I had the like hard times farm needs to innovate or whatever. But I think it is slice of life is where there isn't a big bad guy. There isn't.
No, I mean, there could
events.
be someone in the vaudeville group on the steamboat that doesn't want them to leave, obviously, because they bring in a lot of money. Yeah. Like, that could be, but not like a huge old...
Is the title Slice of Life?
Oh.
Like watermelon?
Maybe.
Put that in the bank. We'll still do our thing. Are we at title time?
I think so, unless there's anything you want to... I mean, I had the hint of, like, a love story going.
Yeah, I see it. I think it can either go fraternal or... romantic. It doesn't really matter.
I would love if they worked together for a while and the performer who's never been on their own, has only been in like Steamboat, has like a separate spot. They like learn to live by themselves they like make themselves happy. They learn what makes them happy. Yeah. And then from there, once they've built their community, that's when they're open for a relationship. Very
Steven Universe up in here.
I know. So sorry.
It's literally the like last series we watched.
Yeah. So the full one, yeah.
It's
because they could do like topiary stuff too. Like they could shape all sorts of stuff.
It's cool.
And they'd find
they'll like pineapple tops. They like plant and like do cool palm tree and coconut. Like it's like a magical farm in that it can grow everything.
Yeah, real good soil. Yeah. Which I feel like we've done recently. Good soil for something.
Yeah. But it's not good soil in that it like it grows everything.
It's magic.
It's what you would think. Magic. We're like, oh, you can't grow raspberries in this climate. Boom, fucking raspberries.
Amazing raspberries.
Yeah, and so it's like all the fruit's amazing, anyways, and it already was. But the cool novelty of it being shaped and looking more magical and size and shape is up to their wills is very cool to me.
And it is getting very Steven Universe because this performer who could settle down would get to try all the things they've never tried before. I'm going to shape some bread. I'm going to do this. I'm going to... All the things. Yeah. Yeah. And they just get to try all the stuff and they have a friendly support.
Oh, yeah. They had a fucking farm in Steven Universe.
Yeah, and they made morps.
Meat morps?
Meat morps, thank you.
And corn.
They had corn and,
shit. That's so
art
fucking funny.
And,
we made lapis.
We did.
No spoilers.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Don't be a clod, Jimmy.
I would never. Yeah. Well.
Okay, well, it really
It's a different aesthetic and it's anime.
We're going to not so much do, which I did really like about Steven, that they did the like after the happily ever after. But anyhow, we're going to focus more on the journey and less on, once the performer eventually
watch Steven Universe
moves,
future.
We won't like watch them do stuff. We can just montage them being like, hey, they tried to do this and this and this.
Yeah.
We can skip over the part that Steven really does a great job on. Anyhow, maybe this is a 1-season-y thing, 2 seasons tops.
Yeah, short
thing.
series, limited run.
Yep.
Get a little Netflix deal going.
Why not?
Why not? I've been watching Violet Evergarden.
Oh, right.
It's a mix of sad and good, good.
Oh, okay, because I didn't think it would be for me, so I hadn't.
It's there. Oh, I think it actually might be for you.
Oh, okay.
It might be a crying anime.
Oh, man, because I need more crying
But
shows in my life.
I've already, I've pretty much watched most of it now.
Okay.
And it's intense. But not in, a scary way, in, an emotional way.
Oh, that's,
as well.
No, I've been avoiding those.
But the dub is also really bad.
That helps.
But I, watch it when I can't, actively look at subtitles. So I'm well, you put me in a hole. I'm in the corner here.
I'm doing it. I'm not happy about it, but I'm doing it.
Yeah, the dub is pretty bad. But you still get the story with the dub.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah. So, whatever.
Okay.
Title time?
I think so. I know we already have one in the back pocket, but what words should we do? Because we got to do the words.
Yes. Like a fruit farm word.
Sure.
And
Performance-y thing?
magic,
On the road, steamboat
magic
kind of?
word.
Magic? You want magic and fruit magic?
Sure.
Didn't you just say?
Did I say fruit magic?
I thought you said
fruit farm.
magic. Oh, you said farm. Okay, sorry.
Like a farming fruit, nature-y word, and a magic word.
All right. I understand. Let's do that.
All right, you want to do a fruit farm word first or a magic word first?
I can start with the fruit.
I'll do a magic word. 3, 2, 1. Sparkle.
Seeds.
Sparkly seed.
Sparkling seeds.
That's fun. Switcheroo. 3, 2, 1. Vines.
Shape. Because they could shape stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, I had the shape and seeds, or shape of seeds and water.
No.
I know, it's bad. We won't do that.
No.
But I like sparkling seeds.
It's fun.
It's cute. It sounds like...
Makes me thirsty.
Yeah, it's like if you had sunflower seeds that were somehow carbonated.
Sparkling seeds.
All the fruit seeds.
Like Pop Rocks,
but natural.
but in a seed.
Magically natural.
It's fun.
It would be fun.
Yeah.
But,
Sparkling gives it that kind of fun celestial.
because we talked about star-shaped stuff, and I
Yeah.
don't know why I'm getting star vibes from the steamboat thing. But I am. It's
It's like a mystical, magical kind of thing.
dressed up
Commonly played,
like Midsummer's
performances
Night Dream.
are at night,
Yeah.
under the stars, under the moon, stuff like that. I get it. Is it slice of life?
I don't know. Do you think it is?
I feel like slices of fruit and life being the life this performer is now trying
Pursuing,
to,
yeah.
yes, gain a new lease on life with a slice of life. I don't know. It's kind of a cop-out, but I also really like it.
Is it anime enough for you?
Kind of. It's its own, it's the genre, but it's the title.
Fruit on a stick.
Fruit stick. Sparkle sticks.
Ooh, sparkling fruit sticks. Ooh, that sounds like
They're fireworks.
Like an otter pop. Not
but
gonna
also
lie.
sparkly.
Sparkly.
Edible
sparkly.
sparkles. I think it's slice of life.
All right.
You're so pensive about it.
I can't think of anything better. So
I think it ticks the box of slice, the entire phrase being the genre, and slice being fruit and life being the further.
and the teardrop thing, it being shaped to be eaten.
Yeah, to me it's it
It's-
immediately
you-
is
you
that imagery
slice,
that I was looking for.
It up
Yeah.
to eat.
I know it's not the most original title of all time, but also we haven't done it before.
Which is surprising,
I know.
honestly.
Eventually we'll have a title of every genre.
No. Does this mean we can't do slice of life style anime anymore?
No, we definitely can. We just
Oh,
can't
thank
title
goodness.
it Slice of Life. But this one, we can. And we have Slice of Life. Who are you?
Could we do fruit slice of life or something?
Sure.
I think
Fruit Slice of Life?
I think I like that better.
Let's do it.
All the
It
fruits.
works too. Fruits?
No, I'm just saying all the fruits.
Fruits Slice of Life?
Oh, apostrophe S?
Yeah, maybe.
Fruits slice of life.
Not apostrophe S.
Okay.
Just fruits.
colon?
Fruits? No.
I just think it should be fruit slice of life.
Okay.
I was just saying that it is all of the fruits
Okay, that's fine.
are involved
That works.
in the fruit slice.
It's Fruit Slice of Life then.
Okay.
Works for me.
Fruit by the
Got the
foot.
fruit in there.
Yeah, with the fruit.
Fruit Slice of Life. Who are you in Fruit Slice of Life?
This is too fun to say. I'd just probably be buying some fruit.
I'm buying a fruit.
I get some.
Do we touch hands as we try and get the same fruit?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, at the stand outside the performance.
We're
we've
like, ooh, this Anjou pear looks real.
Oh, because they're
Hello.
cutting up all kinds of fruit,
Yeah.
and
This Anjou pear is...
because the pear is shaped the same way, you could eat it like a popsicle.
Yeah.
Which is weird to think of, but maybe it's a seedless pear.
Well, no, you just eat around it.
I know, but that's not as much fun. That's like when on reality cooking shows or like baking shows when you put something inedible on the plate. No.
Maybe it's on a stick, so they've cored it.
Oh, they've cored it. I love it.
Yeah.
Cute.
It's very cute.
Because you could eat all sorts of. It doesn't have to just be.
That's the thing.
Anything.
It's great.
And everything could be shaped that way because you could make it.
It makes me want delicious fruit.
Fruit salad.
All I have is shitty fruit.
Oh no.
Yes, I want some magically imbued fruit, and guess what? We'll get it in Fruit Slice of Life.
Yay. Does it bother you, the fruit in front of it?
No, it's...
Okay, because
it's
I
fun.
like it better.
I'm glad you like it better.
It makes more sense.
I'm
to
glad
me.
you like it better. You were so against it
I was
before.
not against it. Quit saying that.
Fruit Slice of Life. That's very fun. Any names in your head of who you would want? I definitely don't.
We talked about Steven so much that I
Yeah.
can only think Steven
Whole
thoughts.
cast.
So yeah,
Recast them.
just throw him in.
It's a good diverse cast.
Garnet.
Yeah.
Garnet would be a good farmer.
Hell yeah. Her voice is great.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. And Pearl.
And Pearl.
That's fun.
Garnet should just play everyone.
We're in it. That's the show. Instant Anime.
Just add music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
Wow. That's the show. We have a Twitter. It's at Instant Anime Pod, where we sometimes post GIFs teasing upcoming episodes.
And
Other times retweet.
share some important things.
Yep.
Some things to support.
Important to us. Important to you, if you deem it so.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but we're not posting the GIFs now. But the suggestion form is still on our Twitter. Otherwise, we have a website.
Yeah, it's instantannie.may. It's where we host, so you'll be able to see all of the descriptions, including the one for this episode, which will have a few extra links thrown in. Otherwise, it'll also have the song Teardrop, Sunny Hill. Fun little listen. Suggest that you listen to it if you have not already. Otherwise, we have all the episodes. There's podcatchers. The suggestion form is there. You can link to different podcatchers. And we might even... we don't have a lot of, merch sales, but we would be more than willing to donate anything that we got from that.
If we get any...
Don't feel like you have to or anything like that. They're
It's so much better. That's the thing
causes.
Is when we do it through Redbubble, 95% of what you're paying goes to them anyways. So support a Black-owned...
Yeah, support a smaller,
I think I
not
even
Redbubble.
retweeted, an anime streetwear sort of thing at some point.
Yeah, you totally did because I looked at it.
Yeah, and, that shit's cool, so get that.
But, yeah, don't buy our merch, but if you... That sounds bad. Don't spend your money on that right now, but if you do,
No.
we would donate that.
Oh, 100%.
I feel weird plugging merch and not saying, we wouldn't keep
That's
that
the thing,
money.
is, just
That's
don't
weird.
worry about it.
Yeah,
We never worry about it.
No.
There's not a lot of designs up there anyways.
no. Give it to someone who does better merch.
There's plenty of people out there.
Better art.
Support Black Lives. Yeah.
Take care of yourself mentally. It's a really hard time. So make sure you take time for yourself. That's what Jimmy and I are doing by recording this, in fact.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
It's,
So many, you're pulled in so many directions, but if you're not okay, it's a lot harder to help others.
This does help.
I agree.
It helps us.
Yeah, so.
Just a tiny bit.
It does. So if it helps anybody by listening, I hope so. That'd make me happy.
That'd make me happy too. And that's going to be the show. Have a good one. Bye.